If it falls, you catch it. Don't catch that. Catch
Catch
that.
the lamp.
Yes.
Okay. Well. Yeah. Well. Hopefully, I will.
Okay. We have a very interesting podcast set up here. We have a table, a computer, a blanket, and a lamp that's on top of a bookshelf that's connected to a power surge, and the power surge is taped to the bookshelf because it's too far away from the original outlet. So it makes sense if you see it.
You get take a picture.
I can take a picture.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take a picture of our setup and I'll post it up now, so you understand like what's going on. So I'll do this.
Am I in it?
Yes.
Okay.
Good. Everything's good. Okay, we got it. So I'm gonna go ahead and post that up right now. I don't know why it took me so long to look at it. All right. Well, this is the second episode of our podcast here. I'm joined by Julian.
Me.
Yes, the musician, the one, the only.
I do other things.
Yeah, he does other things. I do things too, like poop and pee and such.
And eat pizza.
I hate those. I hate pooping and I hate peeing, and I feel like I told you it before.
You have
but
talked about that.
it's
I
disgusting.
Don't get it.
It's disgusting. It doesn't feel okay to me. It wastes. Oh, okay. It's
feel
not.
okay.
It's not that it's disgusting. It's just it. To me, it's a waste of time. I wish I can just like create a block in my hand and just throw the block away, and it'll just dissolve sooner or later. And it's biodegradable and it helps the earth. And it's also a great treat for cats. So I have a cat, so I don't have to spend any more money on treats. If I can do that, then my life would be complete, I feel.
Poop treats.
Poop treats. Excrements treats.
Excrements?
Excrements. No, that sounds weird.
No, yeah.
That sounds like you have cancer, you need treatments.
No.
What? But anyways,
I don't know about that. I get the block thing, sort of, but I still feel like maybe that would be an inconvenience, because, like, you still have to throw away the block at some point. And, like, but it was like we were saying, like, so what if you hold the block and, like, people are aware that that's your excrement? Like, isn't that a little gross, too, that you're just, like, holding it around? Like, if you can't throw it away immediately.
Yeah, but is it really gross though? Like, it's not.
You're like
if
holding
it's just
your
an odorless black
cube.
box. It's just a little tiny little cube. It's odorless. It comes out of my hand, and if people are like, "Oh, okay," it's almost like
I think it's
when
I think
people
it's the
sneeze.
idea.
Like, you have to sneeze somehow, and no one's gonna like ew unless you fucking sneeze on them. That'd be
people
different.
do say ew when people sneeze.
That's funny as shit. Anyways, instead of saying bless, you just say ew. Ew.
Oh.
But yeah, no, it wastes time. Every time I wash dishes,
The
literally, no, it's when I touch the water and stuff. Like, it's not even the water noise.
Oh, yeah.
It's when I touch the water, and literally like 10 minutes before I already went pee to like prep for this, and then like I turn on the dishes and I have to go pee again. It never fails. It never fails. Dishes, or when I'm doing something important.
Do you pee in the shower?
No, I don't.
No.
No.
Do you feel like you need to pee when you go swimming?
No. I pee before the shower in the morning. I only take showers in the morning. Sometimes at night, but like at that point I don't pee. So
you've run out of pee for the day.
I run out of pee for the day. I saw a meme the other day about drinking a gallon of water is great and all until you have to pee every 5 minutes, and I totally understand that because I tried doing that. I tried doing a water diet.
A water diet.
Yeah, so it sounds very Paris Hilton as it sounds, that you only drink water for a week.
Literally only water?
Just only water. You don't.
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
Yeah, that's not a diet. That's fucking fasting.
To lose. Oh, okay, water fast. There you go.
Oh.
But then when I say I mean when I call it a fast, it changes.
Yeah, because a diet and a fast are two very different things.
Okay, well then it's a water fast.
But even then, if you say water fast, it sounds like you're fasting from water, which is just as bad for you. drink lots of water.
Exactly.
People.
You only drink water. Like you.
No,
only,
yeah, but like
a lot of water. I mean, you don't do the wee for wee type of water, but like you only drink water.
wee for wee.
Did you not? Did you not know about that?
I don't know about that.
How old are you? 2011? Like, come on.
2011, yeah.
Like, there's this. Oh my god! Everyone already knows the story. Lady tried to win a Wii, and they were holding a radio was holding a contest, and the grand prize was a Wii. At that time, a Wii was very hard to get a hold of.
Okay.
But even then, that doesn't matter. But but so a radio was, I don't know where it was. It was here in the U.S., but I forgot what state or what city it was. They were holding a contest. And they're like, drink as much water as you can. If whoever drinks more water wins this Wii. So it was a Wii for Wii. Oh, and you can't pee. That was the one thing too. You can't pee at all. Yeah, so you had to hold your Wii for Wii. And she drank a lot of water and she died of water poisoning.
Holy shit.
Well, water poisoning, quote unquote, but like she died
drowned. Right? Yeah. That's still drowning.
Yeah. Yeah, she drowned.
Interesting.
So she tried to win for kids too.
That's fucked.
Yeah, that is fucked. Rest in peace, big doink.
Big
water.
Wee. Big wee wee.
What are they talking about? But yeah, I'd rather poop and pee. Vomit to me is the best. Vomit to me, after I vomit, like I feel so good. Like when I get drunk or like when I eat stuff. And that rarely happens. The only time I really vomit is like when I get really drunk. Like, I rarely vomit from, like, food or from, like, eating bad food or from eating too much. Because I don't eat too much.
Same, except not with drinking. So, like, I've had food poisoning approximately twice in my life. I don't remember the second time, but I remember the first time vividly. Because I was a little kid, and I remember eating pizza and like 2 seconds later throwing it up. That's the only, but it was like a Totino's pizza, and that's why I didn't eat Totino's pizza. But that's another
Tostitos or
Totino's.
Totino. Is it like the worst Tostitos?
No, Tostitos and Totino's are two different brands. Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino. So there is a third.
Quentin Totino.
Quentin Tostitos.
Totorito.
Tortellini.
My neighbor.
What?
Tortellini. My neighbor Totoro.
Oh.
I was trying to make another joke. Anyways.
It didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't. I'm sorry. Anyways. So I had food poisoning like twice. But I don't throw up that much either.
Mm-hmm.
So like when I throw up, it's usually because I working out, but it's because like I'm not a consistent worker outer.
Mm-hmm.
I do it every once in a blue moon, and so it's like every time I fucking do, like I'm like, well, I should make up for lost time, and so I do everything, which is also probably really bad for my body, like in general, like just in all physical fronts. But yeah, I'll like almost pass out and throw up, and like it's not just vomiting, it's like projectile violent vomiting, and it's always water. Like it's always just like a really intense stream of water, like you turn the faucet on like high. It's not great.
Some high pressure vomiting.
Yeah, some high pressure vomiting. And so like for me, vomiting is not great because I think of like those things. I just think of food poisoning and projectile pass out vomiting, and it's not fun.
Well, I feel you feel really great after.
You should try almost passing out and vomiting, and it's two of the worst feelings in the world.
I've almost done that. So I was in band in 9th grade.
Okay, but
as you know, and I ate a bowl of cereal before we ran 2 miles.
No.
And it was at 6 a.m.
No.
So it was bad. And we're here down in South Texas, so it's hot. It's hot all the time. So this morning, it was in the summer, we were doing summer band. And we were doing little workouts and stuff like that. Oh my God, I think you're fucking, God damn it. Sorry. So it was Wow, I really got sidetracked. Well, anyways, my computer went beep boop, and I thought something happened. Fuck. Sorry. I hit the mic there. So we were doing. I ate a bowl of frosted flakes in the morning. Frothy flakes, and then I had to go to band practice at 6 a.m. We did warm up for an hour, so we did all these stretches, so I was feeling fine, and then the last thing was running those 2 miles to get ready for marching band. So we ran those 2 miles, and after that I felt disgusting. I wanted to go home, and so did everybody else. Apparently all the freshman crew did not like get the memo on like not eating breakfast before that practice or something like that, and like eat after or something. I don't even know how.
That's not a good idea.
Maybe, but I didn't want to fucking throw up every morning. It was fucking Monday through Friday, so yeah, we ran the 2 miles, and then I didn't throw up. However, I held it in, and that at that point, that's when I decided I need to throw up to feel better. Like after that day. So the next day I did throw up, but it wasn't a lot.
The next day
when we ran in the morning, I didn't eat cereal. I ate bread, like toast and butter, and that was okay. Toast. But I still threw up. But I still threw up, and it was pretty bad, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, okay,
see, I hated band in general. I quit. Fuck. I hate band.
That's still not the same.
Well, I was about to kind of pass out. I mean, I'm a 300-pound baby that doesn't even do any exercise.
Baby.
So I was still like kind of. I felt like I was gonna pass out, but I just drank a lot of water at that point, and I was fine. But I understand where you're coming from. Like you're just so weak, and then you throw up. You feel. Okay. What? No, I'm weak. Like no. You weak human being. No, I'm saying like you're weak as in like
As in not
you don't have
strong,
electrolytes. Insignificant. Electrolytes.
Yeah.
So you need to replenish your sodium levels. Well, anyways, yeah. We got off on a tangent there. I forgot what it was. So yeah. So you got any stories for us today, Julian?
Do I?
I feel like you do. You have you told me about it earlier. You said I gotta tell this story on the podcast. It involved.
Remind me.
it involved. I don't know.
Fuck.
All right. Well, since you don't have a story, I'll just keep on talking. So today, I was in a call with my insurance company, my car insurance company. So I do Lyft on the side. I work at a retail job, and I do Lyft on the side as well. I haven't done it so often recently because my car got hit with something, as you know. My car got hit with something. Some shit went wrong with it. I didn't feel safe driving it anymore, and I wanted to get it fixed because it's a new car. It's a brand 2018 Jetta. Brand spanking new. It's a VW Jetta. Brand spanking 2018. AC didn't work. A lot of things didn't work, and I needed to go get it serviced. So I called up my insurance company. I was like, "Hey, this is what happened. I made a claim." They're like, "It's okay." I forgot what kind of claim it was. Constructive criticism claim. I don't know what the I don't know what the fuck it was. Well, anyways, it was basically a claim saying that it wasn't my fault. Like there was no possible way I could have avoided this like collision with this like object on the road.
Sure.
So I took it into the shop. The inspector, the insurance inspector came in and took a look at my car and took pictures and emailed me the pictures like, look, this is what was really going on and these are new parts. We're going to go ahead and fix it for you. However, since I worked Lyft, the company Lyft needs for you to put the sticker on the car just for the customer or your passengers to like identify you when you pick them up. You know what I mean? Anyways, wow, you really like sidetracked me. What are you doing?
It's falling.
Oh. Well, anyway, so he looked at my sticker. See, he gave me a call like a couple of days later, he said, "Hey, I noticed that you have your Lyft sticker. Did you know we have?" He was trying to upsell me basically. Did you know we have car rider insurance or our, what is it? Rideshare insurance. We have rideshare insurance for Uber and Lyft drivers mainly. So he's like, well, right now in California and New York, it's required for them to have rideshare insurance. And I was like, is it? Like by law, if in California, it's like required for them. And I asked him, is Texas one of them? And he's like, no, but however, you always want to keep your... And I was like, well, no, I'm okay with my regular insurance.
Yeah.
I'm not a shitty driver. I'm not going to crash. So I say that now, but, cross fingers, hope to die. Stick the needle right in my penis hole. So there was a couple days later, which was like a day yesterday. A day before,
a day before yesterday,
I got an email saying that if you don't get rideshare insurance, we're gonna have to drop you altogether.
What?
From
unnamed insurance.
From my insurance company. So it really pissed me off because they said if you don't get the rideshare insurance, that we're gonna go ahead and drop you. And I was like. And I was reading this email, like, already infuriated. I was like, what the fuck? And I was trying to have a nice day.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, fast forward till today. They gave me a call. And they're like, hey, did you get our email? And I said, yes. So I was fucking talking to them for about 30 minutes. And I was going over with, like, the Lyft insurance policy plan like I have with Lyft. It's very basic. It's not like... full coverage like I have with my normal car insurance. Like it's like a little side for while on the job. And I was like, it doesn't say here that I need extra insurance from my insurance company. It's not the law. So why are you threatening me that you're gonna drop me altogether? Why don't I just go to another cheaper insurance? Because my insurance is fucking expensive right now. I'm a 22-year-old mayor. I'm a 22-year-old male with a new car. So they're like, you're gonna give you $500 or you're going to give us $500 for full coverage. I mean, it did come in handy because of the collision I had earlier. I haven't seen my car yet, so I don't know how well they fixed it. So,
was it really bad? I actually didn't see it.
On the outside, it didn't look as bad. You can tell like my car hit something because my grill was like kind of fucked up. Okay. It wasn't really bad, and my undercarriage was kind of fucked up too. But all the insides, they were taking a bunch of pictures, and I'll show them. I'll show all the pictures in the fucking podcast, and I'll show you them after.
On this good podcast.
Good. That's not the name. Anyways, so yeah, I got fucking pissed I got pissed off because my insurance company was like that. So that's my rant for this one. I didn't like it. They're fucking rough. Annoying. I hated it.
Is that why you were grumpy yesterday?
Grumpy?
He was pretty grumpy yesterday.
I wasn't grumpy yesterday.
Totally was.
No, and it wasn't because I was losing at 1-2 switch. Okay.
It definitely wasn't that.
It wasn't because of that. No.
Very not good at.
I beg to differ. I feel like I'm 100% well at this game. Maybe not. I've never played it, so I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Piece of shit.
The instructions were on the video.
I know, but I can literally show you instructions on how to play Magic, but you're not gonna fucking win Magic the Gathering for you laymen out there.
There are things called beginner's luck.
It's pooey. So yeah, that's my version.
What's your version of that story?
Yes, that's
theirs might be a little different.
Yes, a little bit different. Yeah. So yeah. So what's going on in the world of Julian? What's happened in the last over a couple of days? You want to talk about that's interesting and podcast topic-y. That's not boring. It has to be. I'll judge you.
Yeah, my whole life is boring.
Yeah.
I don't do anything. I stay in at home. Just look at myself in the mirror and wonder why I'm here.
Play with your cats.
Play with my cats. I have cats.
2.
They're cute. 2. Yeah. Molly and Ren.
Like the drugs?
Oh, like the drugs. Have you ever taken a Ren?
Dude.
Let me tell you about the time I took a Ren.
I'm so fucked up on a Ren right now. Yeah,
I tried so hard to remember what I was going to talk about earlier. What is a good story?
I don't know. I mean, you're telling me, boy.
I am telling you. So, I'm just gonna think of a story.
Okay. We can come back
to me.
We can come back. Okay, think of one.
No, okay. I got one.
Okay,
I've got one now.
Okay, you got one now.
This is relevant to me currently. Because in June.
Yes.
Like
last year, June.
Second week of June.
2017.
The second week of June this year. I'm gonna go.
Oh, okay. It's like you fucking time travel. I didn't understand what was happening.
I'm in June already. So, in the second week of June, I'm gonna go and play with one of my bands. Well, I have several shows, most of which are with this one band that I play bass for. And it reminded me of this story, or this. So, every time that we go out of town to play, every time, never fails, there has not been a single time where we go out of town, something wacky happens. Wacky. I use that word wacky specifically because there's no other way to put it. Like, it's not a quirky little thing sometimes. It's not always like a cute little moment. Sometimes it's like some just like straight up bullshit.
Okay. Okay.
And there was this one specific run of shows that we did where there was just like lots of bullshit. So there was this one night
Run of shows. So a run of shows, like not a tour because it's too short to be a tour. Runner or renta?
Run of.
Oh, run of shows.
Run of shows.
I thought it was like a rent-a-show, like a rent-a-cop, like you were just rented.
Rental shows. They rented us out.
I thought it was like that. It makes sense.
No.
Like a wedding band or something.
Well,
would you ever play at a wedding?
Rented.
Did you ever play at a wedding band? Does everyone?
I have never played at a wedding.
Wow, Beto.
Yeah, he didn't ask me if I can play at his wedding.
Beto. And
but
Angie.
I don't know if you can be the best man and be the wedding band as well. That's like a big job.
You can be everything. What did you do as the best man? You just stand there?
I was the best guy.
Yeah,
I was the best guy in the room.
You were the best guy. Do you just stand there? Do you just stand there as a best man?
Okay, so it depends. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
So marriages. I've been the best man twice. I've been the best man twice. So the first time I was a best man, it was for my older brother who got married in like 2013
in the year of Earth
or something like that. It was a while back. I actually didn't think he was gonna ask me to be his best man because my older brother is like, he's like a prickly dude. Like but he's always had like very close friends. Like he's had this one friend who they've been friends since we lived in the house that I used to live in. He lived right across the street. So they like grew up together. And our dads knew each other and like it was that sort of thing. But yeah, like so he has like several friends he's been like super close to throughout his years, but he asked me to be his best man, which I thought was, sweet.
Yeah.
I'm his little brother.
Yeah.
And for that wedding, I really did nothing. Like so the reason that I say that one's different is that one was a Christian wedding. Like we had the ceremony in a Christian church, and it was super plain. Like it wasn't a huge wedding. It was just like small amount of people, just like the first few rows of the church.
Yeah.
It was just very cut and dry. Like we were up there on the stage. They were doing their thing.
It happened. He caught it. Guys, he caught it.
I caught it.
That was so anticlimactic.
I'm just going to hold it.
Okay. We can cut here and cut back.
No.
Okay. He's gonna go all for it.
So yeah, super cut and dry. It was nothing. I don't even think I handed them the ring. I think they had.
I thought there was a pallbearer for that.
So that's another thing that differs.
Pallbearer? Is it ring bearer?
No,
what the fuck is a pallbearer? It's to hold the casket. No, it's to hold the casket.
Is it?
I think so. I don't fucking know.
Hey, we're 22 years old and we know words.
I did that with my grandpa. I held the thing, like when he kicked the bucket. Like I held his casket. I think it's a pallbearer.
I want to say that the same word is used in weddings. But okay, so that's another thing that differs between weddings is like, you know, sometimes the best man will hand the ring to the groom. Sometimes they'll get a ring bearer.
Okay, I found it. A pallbearer, Pallbearer, and I spelled it Paul as in like Paul.
Our good friend Paul.
Apparently, pallbearer is an American professional wrestler. Anyways, is one of the several participants that help carry the casket at a funeral. So there you go. You see, so you were the pallbearer of this wedding.
Yeah, I was the bringer of death. And so yeah, there was that wedding. It was whatever. I mean, he's my older brother, right?
Yes.
It was a familia wedding. It was nice. There wasn't much more to it. I guess I didn't feel like the biggest attachment because my sister-in-law, I didn't know her for that long, and they got married because they had a baby together. But I love her, and I love my nephews, and, you know, I care about my family, so it was nice. But the difference between my brother's wedding and our friend Angie and Beto's wedding,
yes,
is that Beto didn't really have groomsmen.
Did Angie have bridesmaids?
No, so it was just me and Angie's.
Was it a backyard wedding, or was it?
No, it was in a church as well. But theirs was really different. They had like these different ceremonies that I had never seen at a wedding before. So okay. I've been to other weddings.
Well, they are Scientologists, so
they are Scientologists.
So they do believe in Scientology. They're on the third tier, I believe.
This is false. But they had these like weird ceremonies with like some like lasso that kind of look like those ones during graduation that people wear around their shoulders.
What?
They like tied her, and then they did this like candle ceremony thing. It was all.
Did you ever ask them?
Quite symbolic. No, I didn't.
We should get him on the podcast.
We should.
Okay. Yeah, we should get him on the podcast and talk about.
We'll talk about that. Yeah.
For 2 minutes, and then they can leave.
And that's it. All they get is 2 minutes. They can't talk more than 2 minutes. But yeah, like that was really different for me because like, I mean, Beto asked me specifically, and he said I wouldn't want to ask anybody else. So it meant a lot to me. And honestly, all I did throughout the whole wedding, if I'm being completely honest, is cried. That's all I did. Throughout like 90% of that wedding ceremony, I had tears in my eyes because my two friends were marrying each other, and I'm a big baby.
Like a pussy.
A little poos. Little poos.
A little pussy.
And yeah. Yeah, I mean, and then there's like
Stop.
That word.
What word? Pussy?
What is it? The reception. The reception.
Is it the
it's
first
the reception.
One? The reception is when
the ceremony.
No, where they put the rings in the fingers.
The conception. No, so it's the ceremony and then it's the reception.
Conception. What are you talking about?
That's
conceived.
The conception is the present past tense.
Days of Future Past was a bad movie, and I didn't really like it. It's an X-Men movie, and I really do like the X-Men. So weddings.
How much?
That much.
That much. He put his arms quite far apart. Yeah, so my brother's reception was also very cut and dry. It was all very, very standard.
This is the married part, right?
This is the married.
Okay.
So, no. This is the party after the married part.
Oh my God. Okay.
This is what I'm explaining.
Okay.
So the ceremony is the getting married part.
Yes, okay.
The reception is a party afterwards.
Yes.
So our friend's reception was quite different. It was kind of like a quince. Like, it felt like a quinceañera. And maybe it only felt that way because, like, I remember Angie's quince and, like, I was there and it just felt really, really similar. But, like, it was, like, the type of music they played. Like, they used, like, the like, middle school dance songs, like the Cupid Shuffle and, like...
Oh, my
Yeah, they did do that. And they did the...
Were you not in charge of music?
No.
Why didn't they tell you to be in charge of music? I mean, I felt like you know how to read the room with that kind of shit instead of pewing... Oye, como vas? Me.
That's exactly how the song goes. Well, so the thing is, like, yeah, I'm one of their best friends, but, like, I'm also not, like, their main family or, like, a wedding planner or a music picker or a DJ or anything of that sort. I was just the best man. So, like, I mean... Yes, I was important to the wedding, but not as integral as all the other parts, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like the wedding planner who puts it all together, or the church who hosts the marriage. You know, I'm just the guy who's up there crying and then has to give a speech. And also, they didn't have speeches. I did give my speech to them. I, like, wrote it down and was like, is this enough? Like, is this the right words? And they never had a time for speeches. So I was, like, nervous for that. I was super nervous for that. But what ended up happening is at one point we walked out of the reception because they were running around literally the entire time. They had, like, no time to stop for themselves. Which is, you think, like, it's your wedding? You get to, like, stop? No, you don't.
No,
you don't.
Nobody's wedding. Nobody's wedding. As if you are the bride and or groom, you have no time. You are no fun. The only fun part, I'm pretty sure, is the crying part, where you put rings on each other's little fingers. Which, I mean, I guess that's a thing, but like, I don't know. I think weddings are weird.
Mr. Cynical over here.
I think weddings are a waste of time and money. Whatever.
I feel like this goes back kind of like what we were talking about last night. You were saying that relationships are cool, but, like, then you think about, like, then you automatically start to think about when they'll end.
Yeah, I did that with my first relationship.
Like,
it was in middle school.
Yeah, okay.
And I even told her, I was like, this is gonna end, but we're gonna make the fun part of it. And she's like, yeah, okay. And it ended. And we made a fun part of it, and then she moved away. So it made a lot of things a little bit easier. And then we linked back up in college. I mean, we just, like...
Linked up. They used the Game Boy Link. Switch Pokemon with each other.
I told you, dude. You're not Kevin James, okay? So...
Coven James.
Coven. The Coven of Kevin James.
The Covener.
No, I mean, no, and then we're fine. I mean, I don't really talk to her anymore either way. I mean, linked as in, like, we hooked up, but, like, we got a coffee at her house. Right? And we watched Gilmore Girls. And it was very awkward after that, and I was like, okay, well, I'll see you later. And she's like, yeah, peace. Yeah, I had to walk home. The bus stopped. Like, the bus route stopped. Like, it just didn't come back. I had to walk home 2 miles. I was like, I don't want to do this again.
You guys like fun dates?
Yeah. Though that's a fun date. Anyways. What were you saying?
Relationships.
Oh, yes. Thems.
I guess we have that in common. We have nothing in common, guys. I don't know why we're doing this podcast.
Fuck out of my house.
Yeah. We spent 2 hours getting this ready. Look, here's my thing. I'm a resourceful guy. Like,
I had an idea. He didn't take it.
Look.
And then he just threw it in the garbage and I was like, no, you're fucking idiot. I'm MacGyvering this shit. And then he took 2 hours to
I threw everything in the garbage. I threw a pizza in the garbage.
I'm fucking wasted.
Wasteful.
Let's talk about that shit.
Let's talk about it.
You wasted a slice of pizza. It was a good hot slice.
It was not hot anymore, first of all.
You walked. I felt so devastated, like you killed a kitten or something like that.
He really did, and I do not understand why. Look, and let me give you the rundown because you seem to be getting the story quite wrong. Here's what happened. Here's the real story.
I'm appalled.
So, we're trying to figure this fucking room situation out first, because it was right before we were going to go get thumbtacks.
Yes.
Which I'll come back to. So, I walked into the room, and he was standing in here doing something. I don't even know what you were doing. You're not paying attention to me. I peeked into the room, and I was holding a box of pizza, which we had just eaten. I bought it for the both of us.
Little Caesars.
Because I wanted to. It was Little Caesars. It was a $6 pizza. Doesn't matter what... Doesn't matter. It was pizza. It was a hot pizza. Was a hot pizza. So I stick my head in. I'm like, hey, there was a slice of pizza in the box, right? Do you want it? And you said, what? I said, there was a slice of pizza in the box, right? And you were like, yeah. And I was like, okay, because I'm going to throw it away. I'm going to throw it in the recycle bin, the box. And he didn't say anything. He just looked at me. And so there I go, walking outside with the pizza box with the one slice of pizza. One slice of pizza. Out of a whole pizza, one slice of pizza was left. I took it out and I bit it. I didn't just throw a whole slice of pizza away. I bit it before I, sent it off to the afterlife. I bit it. I threw it in the trash. And that's when he walked outside and he looked at me and he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm throwing away the pizza. And what did you say to me?
I said, why? I looked at you in devastation and said, why did you throw away the pizza? So right there, and I fucking have it recorded too because we're doing a podcast. Right there, you said, hey, I'm going to throw away the pizza box. I'm going to recycle it. I'm going to recycle the goddamn motherfucking pizza box. And I thought, I did. Like any normal human being would do, put a pizza on the plate and put it in the refrigerator for cold pizza leftovers later. Because that's, morning cold pizza, the best.
One slice of pizza.
One. And look, listen, I get it's one slice, but you can still fucking bury it and build a pizza bush. Okay, and then yield 10 pizzas after that. Okay, so you can still do anything with that pizza. It can be your best friend. The point is that you fucking wasted a pizza when I didn't even think that you were gonna throw it away. You throw away the box. You even said, I'm gonna throw away the pizza box. And I was like, okay, sure. I'm gonna leave the pizza for later for someone who actually wants a pizza.
For later. He never said that.
In my mind I did, and it makes sense. And I thought it would make sense in your mind as well. So I can't believe fucking wasted food.
Telepathically communicated to me, but I had my mind phone off.
The foam fell, the one we bought from the dollar store.
The dollar store. Look, to finish that part of the story off, here's what you didn't do. Here's what you didn't do that you should have done differently.
I'm the wrong one.
You are the wrong one. I walked in and said, there is a slice of pizza in this box. I'm gonna throw the box away. You didn't say, okay, put the pizza on a plate, put it in the fridge.
I didn't know I have to hold your hand.
Look, here's the other thing.
And wipe
Here's the other thing. This is not my house. We're at Luke's house right now. We're having a good time, supposedly, at Luke's house. And my thing is, I'm not going to just walk into anybody's refrigerator or pantry to look for a paper plate or a shrink wrap or aluminum foil or a Ziploc bag. I'm not going to open up your refrigerator without your permission. And he never said, put that one piece of pizza away. I'll eat it later. He didn't say, oh, I want it for later. He didn't say anything. He just looked at me.
Oh my God. This is the better version of what you should have asked. Hey, I'm going to throw this pizza away. Do you want it? Yes, no.
I'm pretty sure I said that.
You did not say that.
I had to ask twice. Because
you said pizza box.
It's like there's something in his ears because he'll never listen to me. He just doesn't listen. And here we are.
Oh my God. Anyways, that pizza's in the trash. Half bitten, not even finished.
Half rotten. I only took half of a bite of it.
Rotten away in the garbage can, alone and unfinished. So that was really sad. That's what happened about an hour ago. So yeah, rip pizza, dude.
Choose your side. Choose your side.
This Big Doink Dave, Santa Fe. When is it gonna end? When is it gonna end?
Yanni and Laurel would have nothing good to say about
this whole week. God, I just want to put a gun to my mouth already.
Guys, unless it's a water gun.
Yes, unless it's a shotgun, like not a shotgun, but like a water shotgun.
Oh my God!
You put tequila in it. Unless it's that, drink your sorrows away, please. It's okay to do that.
Is it okay? Are we okay?
To drink your showers away? You like that ASMR ice?
To drink our showers away.
Listen here, buddy. Don't you be stepping in my town ever again.
Fuck you, Jimmy.
Fuck you, Jimmy.
God.
Well, I guess I have nothing to say.
I want to finish my story that I started before the marriage story.
What story?
The one that I was gonna tell, which then turned into marriage.
What story? Oh, wacky?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll finish. We'll end off with
Let's end it on that one because
Okay.
I feel like I wasn't good with the story.
Okay.
So, here's the setting.
Mm-hmm.
It's a run of shows. Which is shorter than a tour, longer than a weekender. So it was like 4 shows or something like that.
Okay.
And we're in the valley, right? I'm not gonna say where. I'm not gonna say who. I'm not gonna name names because
McAllen.
No. I will not agree or disagree. And there's this guy, and he's like, he met us. I want to say the first time we ever played in the valley. He really liked us. Like, he walked up to us and he was like, yo, like, I like your guys' sound a lot. You should come down and play. Like, I'm a promoter. And we were like, oh, okay, cool, dude. And like, I mean, there's been like several people who have told us stuff like that, but not everybody follows up. This guy followed up and he was like, hey, like, if you come play here, like, I'll give you like guarantees. And he did. And like
he's gonna guarantee you money?
Yeah, a guarantee is like a certain amount of money that like you'll get for playing.
Mm-hmm.
And like we don't always get paid to play. Like, that's not my biggest thing ever, like getting paid to play. Like, I just like to go and play out of town. Because like I said, we always have some wacky adventures. We always meet some new people. So this is maybe like our Xth time going to the valley. And we had planned to stay at our friend, that guy's house. And I had seen his house once before. Because another time I had gone to a show he had there. It was like this like trailer home kind of thing. Like, it was cool. Like, it looked neat from the outside. I never went inside. So we played this show and like we're tired. We're like, it's like a 4-hour drive from where we are to there. So like, it's just been a long day, right? We play the show. I played twice because I went with like another band of mine. So, like, I'm beat. And we get to this guy's house, and we walk in, and, like, he's having, like, an after party at his house. And I'm just like, fuck. I'm not a party guy. Like, it's never been my thing. Like, I'm incredibly awkward in situations like that. It's just like, I know that sounds cliche now, but I truly am. I feel like you've seen it at this point. You've definitely seen it at this point. So you can vouch for me.
Yes. Okay,
can.
yes, I have. But you're not as bad as when there's like parties where you know everybody.
And this is a party I don't know anybody.
Okay, so I
think about that.
I haven't seen you in that.
It's pretty bad.
In that embryo stage.
So right, we walk into this guy's like trailer home, and like just immediately, my nose is filled with the smell of like one big litter box. Like,
that's disgusting.
It's I can't describe it any better. If you guys have cats, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't have cats, he had so many cats just running around his trailer. Like, there was one there was a cat stuck in the window. It's like, it was like halfway in, halfway out of the house, and it was just chilling like that. It was like, get out of here. There were so many cats. There's also this girl down there who's incredibly awkward, and she had this like crush on one of our friends who was in one of our bands, but it was just like an uncomfortable crush. Like, she was just extremely awkward and kind of robotic, and like it was a whole shebang. A ho shebang. So we walk in, right? It's like me and the other guys. And we're just like, fuck, like, this is really weird. Like, this is a little uncomfortable. Like, we know a few of the people, but, like, it was nothing, like, we were, like, super excited about. So, we walk into the trailer, and we do, like, a little, like, once around the room. And my friend had leftovers, so we were going to put them in the fridge. And he goes to put his food in the fridge. And, like, I'm standing there right by the kitchen, and he looks over at me, and he's just like, Julian, like trying to get my attention. I notice, and he looks at me wide-eyed, and he's just like glancing down like at the sink, like so like frantically just looking at the sink, and I'm like, what? And I like tiptoe so that I can see over like the counter, and just inside of the sink, it's either rusty or somebody had just vomited or it was dirty. It was just gross. It was so gross. And he was just like, what the fuck is that? And I'm just like, I'm trying so hard not to laugh my ass off, because we're like in this guy's home. Like, he invited us to stay at his house. I felt so bad. And we finished walking around the room. It was like living room, and then right next to it, the kitchen, and then there was rooms, but we didn't go to that part of the house. So we stayed in the living room that was right next to the kitchen. And we literally just walked once around the living room, and I was like, I don't know what to do. Like some of the other guys that we went with weren't there yet, so we were waiting for them. And like, my singer was like getting friendly, like starting to drink, and I was just like, God, like, he was having a gay old time. And I sit down on the carpet because I don't know what to do, and I'm like, I don't want to like look awkward, I don't want to like feel weird, so I just sat down on the carpet. And my other friend looks at me and is like, what are you doing? Like, don't sit down. And I was just like, well, I don't know. So like I get up and I follow them outside, and we're just there on his porch, just like what do we do? Like, and my friend who put the leftovers away looks at me and he's just like, I don't want to stay here, guys. He's like, I don't care if I have to pay for it. Like, let's get a hotel. Like, I don't want to stay here. And like, he was so dead serious, like adamant, like the look of happiness from his face was so long gone. Like, he was just the most serious I'd ever seen him ever in my entire life. And we were just like, fuck, like, we don't want to stay here either. So we're just out there on the porch and we're like figuring out what to do. And our friends roll up who we were waiting for. And we walk up to them and we're just like, yo, guys, like, it's kind of rank in there. Like, I think we're going to look for a hotel room. And they're like, fuck it. Like, we don't care. We're tired. Like, I'm down. So those two friends that had just gotten there and the friend who put his leftovers away go and look for a hotel room for us to stay at. And like me and my other bass player, my drummer, and my singer for one of my bands are there. And my singer, like I said, is having like a good old time inside, like drinking with the people from the valley. And like he's just in there. Like he had no idea that we had all walked outside. And he comes outside to like where we were all congregated. And he's just like, what's happening? Like, why are you guys outside? And we're like, yo, dude, like, we're not going to stay. Like, we don't want to. And he's like, what the fuck, guys? Like, what do you mean we're not going to stay here? Like, where are we going to go? Like, I don't want to pay for any fucking, like, hotel. And he's like, he has a tendency to get pissed. And he's just, like, really unreasonable sometimes. So we were just like, dude, like, we're going to pay for it. Like, it's all good. And he's like, I don't want to owe you guys money. And we're just like, fuck you. Like, we're going to do it. I don't care. Like, so we're out there waiting. He's like, fine. Like, let me just, like, hang out. And then I'll tell him that we're going to take off. I'll tell him something came up or whatever. So we're like, all right, dude, well, we're going to be outside. And so we're waiting in the car. And we're just like talking about what happened. Like, we're just, like, wrapping our brains around it. And as we're sitting in the car, one of the guys who we had played with from the valley comes up to us and we're just like, fuck, like he's walking up to the car. So we all kind of like recline the chairs back in hopes that he didn't see us. And he comes up to the window and he knocks on it. And we're laughing so hard. We're laughing so fucking hard. And they lower down the window and he's like, what's up, guys? And we're just like, fuck. Like, and we're laughing in this guy's face and he's like, did I do something funny? And we're just like, nah. Like, we were laughing about something else. And we're just like, yeah, dude, like, I don't think we're going to stay. Like, yeah, like our friend's brother, like, offered us like some hotel room or something like that, really cheap, like gave us a good deal, so we're just gonna like stay over there because like I don't know what, some bullshit. He's like, all right guys, all right, well, like, I'll see you later or whatever. And we're there in the car waiting for like 45 minutes or something. They had already found a hotel room. We're just there waiting for our singer, and I'm just like, God, like, what are you doing? And we're like in the car with the window down listening to him like laugh. He has a noticeable laugh, and we're just like, get in the fucking car already. And he said he made up some bullshit about, like, yeah, like, our friend's brother, like, got us a deal on some hotel rooms. And he's like, oh, okay, dude, like, it's all good, like. And so, yeah, like, we go and we find this hotel room. They gave us, like, a actually cool deal where they were like, well, you get, like, 2 nights if you just wait until 6 o'clock to go into the rooms. 6 a.m. So we were out late. But, yeah. We played another show in the valley the next day. And the guy whose house we were going to stay at, he went. And after the show, we're all hanging out or whatever. And he looks at us and he's like, hey guys, like, I'm sorry if my house was like shitty or like it wasn't clean or something like that. My bad. And I didn't hear him say that because I wasn't with everybody, but they told me about it after, and I was just like, oh god, like, I feel so fucking bad. But that was, I'll never forget that. It was so good.
I'm sorry, my house was fucking
I
shitty.
know, yeah, like,
cracked in.
Oh god. And then
Cats.
just to like top that all off, like, one little side note, he was also like arguing with like his roommate while we were there, like, while the party was happening. So we were just like, yeah, guys, this will be cool. It's a good little carpet, good little smell. But yeah, it's another one of my road tales.
Wacky
adventures with Jules and the gang.
Well, I guess that was a good story to end it on. It was very. It had some good plot points.
Some good plot points.
It had
lots of characters.
Hero's journey, a peak in the conclusion. And
Yeah.
so
falling action.
There you go.
There you go. Is that what you were looking for?
Where people die, or that's the peak, or fuck if I know, dude. I don't remember English. Anyways, thank you so much for sticking with us for about an hour here. It's been about an hour. So yeah. You can go ahead and follow all our links down in the link dump. My Instagram, Julian's Instagram. That's it. I think I think that was pretty much it. We're gonna come up with a name soon. This is episode 2. We have 3 more. I think by 5, between episode 3 and 5, we should be able to come up with a name. We have a logo. It's on the screen right there. It was created by none other than me.
Yeah.
So no, fuck no. It was created by you.
Me,
within a day too. It was real fast. It was real cool. I love the colors. My beard doesn't look like that.
It really does.
He just drew it a little weird.
He's insecure about his crooked beard.
So
talked about it today.
But I do have pink hair.
He does have pink hair
all over.
And I have a blue mustache.
There you go. I think it works out for as a realism type deal.
It's
so
quite realistic. It's hyper realistic.
All right. So that's all the time we have, folks. We'll see you in the next one.